Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these mini egg no bake cheesecake slices. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to make the base, which is really easy. Grab yourself a food processor and place in your digestive biscuits and blitz them up until they have reached a fine crumb. Once they've achieved that, you can then go ahead and add in the melted butter and pulse the mixture until it's all coated in the butter and looks a little something like wet sand, like I'm showing you here. You can then go ahead and transfer the biscuit mixture from your food processor to a 9-inch square lined cake tin and just spread and level it out as best as you possibly can, pressing it down and compressing it as much and smoothing it out as best you possibly can. As you can tell, I use 3 different instruments, but then place it in the fridge and chill until needed. To make the cheesecake filling, grab yourself a mixing bowl. Feel free to use a stand mixer for this, but I'm using a hand mixer, and get as much of that soft cheese into the bowl as possible, not forgetting to add in your icing sugar and vanilla, and just whisk them all together. Once everything is well combined and thickened, you can then go ahead and add in the double cream. And some people like to whisk this beforehand, but I really don't, as it doesn't add anything. Just make sure that your whipped cream is as cold as can possibly be. Then just mix that on a high speed until it's fully incorporated and the mixture has thickened so much more it just supports itself. Don't forget to add in all of your mini eggs, which have been crushed a little but not majorly. Then just fold them in by hand until they are fairly incorporated into the mixture. So now that the cheesecake mixture is made, you can go ahead and grab your base that has been chilling, and then go ahead and place all of the cheesecake filling on top of that and just spread and level it out as best as you possibly can, just using either, like I'm using, a small offset palette knife, or the back of a spoon will work just as well, but get it as smooth and level as possible. To make the whipped cream topping, simply take a mixing bowl and add in your cream, icing sugar and vanilla and whisk until they are thickened, being careful not to over whip the mixture, otherwise you will end up with a horrible and unpleasant mouthfeel to your cream. As you can tell, I'm making a lot of cream, and no, you don't need this much for this recipe, but I was also making some for another recipe that needed finishing off at the same time, so I thought just make enough to do the two. As you can tell, it's thickening up. Once it's thickened, you can then go ahead and take your cheesecake from the fridge, which should be about 8 hours after it was made. Then just cut into as many or as few portions as you would like. I went with 9 as that's what was perfect for me, but feel free to make more or less out of your tray. So when it comes to applying the cream topping, you can do it whichever way you like, but I place my whipped cream into a piping bag and then just pipe all the way over the top in like a zigzag pattern, and repeat the process on all of my cheesecake slices, but feel free to pipe on however you'd like and use more or less, it's really up to you. So then to really apply the final bit of decoration, I just take some grated milk chocolate and just sprinkle over the top, just applying a little or as much as you'd really like. As you can tell, I went heavier on some pieces and then less on the other. Then to finish them off, I just use some mini eggs, so I'm using 1 of each colour and placing them on top. Again, you can apply more or less mini eggs, it really depends on how you want to finish and decorate these cheesecake slices. So thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again very soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description, there'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog, and links to all my social media, so don't forget to go and follow me over on there. But that's all for today, I hope you enjoyed, bye guys.